Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're plunging into some truly wild and thought-provoking material. We're looking at excerpts from Salman Rushdie's novel, The Satanic Verses.
Yeah, it's quite a book. Definitely vivid, definitely challenging.
Right, and our mission, our deep dive today, we want to explore this incredible journey of transformation, fractured identity, and this just bizarre collision of worlds.
All through the eyes of these two men who are, well, literally falling out of the sky.
Exactly. We're hoping to pull out some surprising facts, maybe spark an aha moment about what happens when reality gets completely reimagined.
Let's see what we can uncover about becoming someone, or maybe something entirely new.
So, as you mentioned, it starts, well, it doesn't ease you in, does it?
Not at all. Boom. Midair, a jumbo jet explodes. And these two Indian men, Jibril Farishta and Saladin Chamcha, they're falling towards England.
And somehow, against all odds, they survive this fall. But it's not just survival.
No, far from it. They are profoundly changed. Inexplicably changed, really.
And those changes, there's something else in the text. Take Saladin. He spent, decades in England?
Yeah, a successful voice actor. He's meticulously crafted this perfect English persona, shed everything Indian about him.
Or tried to. Because suddenly, that whole carefully built facade just crumbles.
Right. His old Bombay accent comes flooding back, and then the physical stuff starts.
Which is really startling. Horns. His feet turn into hoofs.
Yeah, he feels like he's literally becoming this demon, this ghoul, or hoosh, these terms his strange father used, kind of seeing him as this outsider figure.
It's like his deepest fears and maybe his father's judgment are manifesting physically. It's quite visceral.
It really is. And meanwhile, you've got Jibril, who is this huge Bollywood star. His transformation is different.
More internal.
Exactly. Internal, mental. He sort of descends into this, you could call it an angelic madness, maybe. He's plagued by these incredibly vivid dreams, visions.
Figures that feel divine, but also deeply human, and kind of absurd sometimes, too.
Precisely. His struggle is much more with his own mind, his grip on what's real and what isn't.
So this radical change in both of them really throws the focus onto their struggle for identity, right?
Absolutely. Saladin's bitterness is so strong. He's thrown back into this self, this past he tried so hard to erase.
And people see through it. I'm thinking of that character, Zini Vakil. She just calls him out.
Oh, yeah, brutally honest. She calls him Chamcha, which means like toady or sycophant.
And says, fuck it. You name yourself Mr. Toady and you expect us not to laugh. It's harsh, but it cuts deep.
It does. And what's fascinating there, like you were hinting at, is this idea the novel floats.
That maybe the transformation isn't just internal.
Right, that maybe it's partly caused by how others see you, how they describe you. Like their perception imposes a reality you then actually become.
Wow. That idea that external description can shape your actual physical reality?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
And unsettling.
Incredibly unsettling. And Rushdie sets all this personal chaos against this backdrop of London's Brickhall area, which is its own kind of melting pot, grappling with its own tensions.
Yeah, and other people there are showing signs of strange mutations too, smaller ones. It creates this world where the line between what's real and what's fantastical is just constantly blurry. It makes you question everything.
Yeah, it really does. But, and this is where it gets really interesting, I think, amidst all that chaos, the bizarre changes, the horror even.
You get these moments of connection.
Exactly. Unexpected human connection. Even forgiveness. Like Saladin, despite looking like, a devil.
He's cared for by the Sufyan daughters. They see past the horns and hoofs.
They see the person struggling underneath. And then eventually, Saladin and Gabriel. They were rivals, really.
Definitely rivals. But after more tragedy, a near-death experience.
There's a path to reconciliation. Gabriel saves Saladin from a fire. The book calls it a small, redeeming victory for love.
It suggests that even when you're radically changed, ripped apart almost, those core human bonds, maybe the possibility of redemption, they can still survive.
It really makes you ask, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can you be fundamentally altered physically, mentally, and still hold on to something essential, some core you?
That's the million-dollar question the book leaves you with, I think.
So, wrapping up this deep dive, what does it all suggest? This journey through Rushdie's work is wild. It's unsettling, but it's also strangely moving. It pushes us to think hard about what identity even is.
Is it something we build ourselves? Something we just choose?
Or is it more like a battlefield, constantly being shaped, maybe distorted by how others see us, how they describe us, by forces outside our control.
The insight isn't neat or simple. It's more that identity is maybe way more fluid, more contested, more vulnerable than we usually think.
Right. But maybe even within that flux, those moments of grace, of connection, self-acceptance, they're still possible. It makes you think about the different versions of you.
Yeah, the one you show the world, the one others perceive.
And maybe the one inside that's undergoing its own quiet transformations, possibly strange ones, every single day.
So something for you, the listener, to mull on. How much of who you think you are is truly fixed?
And how much is always shifting, responding to life, to others, maybe to things you can't even quite pin down.
It's a fascinating thought.
It really is. If this exploration sparked something for you, please do like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell us what stood out to you most from this dive into Rushdie's world. We love hearing from you.
Definitely. Until the next dive.